Swami is so delighted with that answer. All the guests who were sitting, elders who were sitting in the mandir, he said, look at what this fellow is saying. Whatever I ask, he is going to get for me. He said, yes, Swami, whatever you ask, I will get. Then Swami bent low and whispered into his ear, come back. See, why is it so difficult for us to practice things which we are told to do it here when we go out? Why? Swami's contention is, if students are sincere in practicing it here, when they are here, when they go out also they will be able to do it. First we have to practice here. If you develop, what is it to practice here? Once we had, those study circles we had. So I think this was when I was in my second UG by that time. So our elders, the warden and the controller of examinations would also come for our study circle. And in the evening they will go and report to Swami. Swami will ask who said what, each student what he spoke, they will share. Then Swami will ask, what did you share? Then they will tell their ideas. So one day the theme of discussion was surrender. So Swami found out what did the boys speak. Then he asked, what did you all say? Then the elders told Swami, this is what we said. Then Swami capped it. He said, in my opinion, whatever has been laid down for the students in the campus is for their good. If they do it willingly, happily, that is their surrender to me. If they do it willingly and happily, that is their surrender to me. So, however difficult it may be, we come from different backgrounds. By the time we have come to Swami's lotus feet physically, we would have cultivated some practices for many years, unknowingly, unconsciously. But once you recognize that this particular practice is not desirable, once you become aware of that, then whatever it takes, make that effort to stick to it. If you make that effort, Swami also comes and helps us. So this is the student experience, not of our own college, but in those days we used to have summer camps in the month of May in Vrindavan. So this is the experience which I heard firsthand from one of those students who went on to become a very senior executive in various corporates. So once he was in a particular company which had bid for a global tender floated by the Russian government. So his company said, you are our representative, you will go to Russia. So it was his first visit abroad. He thought first he'll take Swami's blessing. So he came to Prashant Lim. So he's sitting in where the guests sit. And when Swami came, he said, Swami, I am going to USSR, seek your blessings. Swami said, oh, you're going to Russia. What will you get for me from Russia? Like if somebody is going abroad, we ask, okay, this item is very good, somebody told me, will you get this for me? And the whole family will be giving their wish list. So he was very surprised because, as yesterday also we were told, this is a vow of Swami that my hand is always outstretched to give, not to receive. Here is Swami asking, what will you get for me? So we are very surprised. He said, whatever you ask. So, whatever I ask, you will get for me. Yes, Swami, whatever you ask, I will get for you. Swami is so delighted with that answer. All the guests who were sitting, elders who were sitting in the mandir, he said, look at what this fellow is saying. Whatever I ask, he is going to get for me. He said, yes, Swami, whatever you ask, I will get. Then Swami bent low and whispered into his ear, come back with a pure mind. I tell you, how many people will think of asking a thing like this? Only Swami. And he took Swami's blessings and he went. So, that company, the Russian government delegation, they had organized a party. And Russia is a very cold country and very famous for their vodka. It keeps you warm. So, the chief of the Russian delegation was hosting the party. So, he was going from group to group. Finally, he came to this boys' group. And he was himself very drunk, perhaps more drunk than anybody else in the whole party. But in the drunken state, he realized that this fellow is not drunk. So he was very inquisitive. How come this fellow is not drunk? So he looked at his glass, that fellow was having a cool drink. So he started explaining to him the virtues of their vodka, etc. He says, why not you have? It's very good, Russia is famous for it. And this fellow, no sir, I'm very comfortable. All that kind of thing was going on. To such an extent that this fellow got upset. He said, young man, do you realize that I have the power to give your company this order for which you have come? And I am telling you, do this. But that poor fellow, all the time it was ringing in his ears, come back with a pure mind, come back with a pure mind, come back with a pure mind. Because that is the word which he gave Swami. Without realizing what he is promising. So, he was not willing. He said, sorry sir, I don't think I'll be the same man again if I drink that. Kindly excuse me. Knowing fully well that his chance, his maiden assignment on behalf of his company abroad was going for a 6. The next day, the tenders were opened. To the utter amazement of the boy, the chief of the Russian delegation awarded the tender to his company. See, in life, this is my experience, having interacted with thousands of people from all strata of society, from grassroots workers to prime ministers, presidents. That is the opportunity Swami gave us. There are very few people who know what is good and what is not good. They don't know. Honestly, they don't know. They think everything is okay. Among people who know what is good, many do not dare to tell others what is good. Even parents don't. What if I tell my child, what if he leaves me and goes away? What if he disobeys me? So many things. So parents, that's a society which has evolved. Parents don't dare to tell. Teachers don't care to tell. So people who know are afraid to tell that this is the right path and this is not the right path. People who are willing to tell, who know what is good and yet are willing to tell, one thing which they are not able to do. If supposing he asks me, sir, will I have success if I follow this path? Will I be protected if I follow the path of virtue? Who can guarantee that? But if there is one person who knows what is good, who never tired telling us what is good and what is not good, who gave us support when we did the good, and also gave us the guarantee, you follow this and I will take care of the rest. That kind of a personality was Bhagavan Sri Satsang. This is my life's experience.